Chapter 15, Destiny's Child. I'm staring at Zoe's front door, and I have been for a few minutes. I never knock or ring the bell because I'm allowed to let myself in, and I know the door's unlocked, but I don't want to go in because Zoe's going to want to talk about what happened at practice, and I really don't want to talk about what happened at practice. She had a robotics meeting this afternoon, which is why she wasn't in ELA and why we didn't talk in school. It's also why I took the bus here by myself instead of riding with her like we always do on Wednesdays. It feels weird, different being here. It's my first time here since telling her. Zoe already knows the Sandlot show didn't go as planned because I texted her last night, but I didn't go into details. I told her I would tomorrow, but I really don't want to. I reach for the knob and pull open the door. Zoe's waiting for me in the living room on the couch, just like I knew she would be. "So what happened?" she says, patting the cushions and motioning for me to sit. "Tell me everything." I kick off my sneakers and slide my bag down my shoulders. "Oh, hi, Zoe," I say. "Hey, Silas," she pats the cushion again. "So what happened?" "I don't want to talk about it," I say, sitting down. "Tell me everything." "No," I shake my head. "I really don't want to talk about it." "What happened?" "My dad'll drop off the costumes when he picks me up," I say. I reach behind me for one of the yellow throw pillows with the tassels on the corners and put it on my lap. They can't stay at the apartment because Samaj keeps wanting to know what's in the suitcase, and that means it's only a matter of time until she opens one, and as soon as she does, I don't finish the sentence. I can't even look at them right now. "Have you been moping like this since yesterday?" I grip the pillow and don't answer. Zoe's staring at me. I know she thinks I'm overreacting again, but I'm not overreacting and really can't deal with her telling me I'm overreacting. Silas, she says. She bounces off the couch and over to the orange and blue FC Cincinnati mini soccer ball against the wall in the corner and starts juggling it with her feet. Zoe can juggle a soccer ball hundreds of times, but the only time she does it in the house is when Dolores isn't home, because of the ceramic vase incident in 4th grade and the picture frame incident last year. "This can't be the only thing we ever talk about," I say. "Since last week, we always end up—" "Stop." She catches the ball with one hand and holds out the other. "That's not true," she says. "You came in and said you didn't want to talk about what happened at practice, so we're not talking about it." She drops the ball and starts juggling again. "It's not the only thing we ever talk about." "Fine," I say. I wrap my fingers around one of the tassels. Let's talk about something else. Anything else." "Robotics?" She traps the soccer ball with her heel. "Fine," I say again. "Come with me." She kicks the soccer ball into the corner. "Where are we going?" We head upstairs, and a few seconds later, we're in Grace's room. Only it looks nothing like the last time I was in Grace's room. It doesn't even look like a bedroom anymore because the only piece of furniture left is the red dresser against the wall. On the floor and taking up practically the entire room is a robotics setup. It looks like someone lifted the top off a large pool table, designed a course on it, and dropped it in the middle of Grace's room. "No way," I say, walking around the setup. "When did this happen?" "A few weeks ago," Zoe says, double dimple grinning. "Where does Grace sleep?" I ask. "On the couch in the living room. She actually prefers it." "This is so awesome," I say. "Did you build this?" "Our team did." She pats the table. "The field mat should actually be on sawhorses or table legs. That's how it is at the rec center, but I keep it on the floor here." I look around. The framed poster from the Playhouse's production of Little Shop of Horrors, signed by the cast and crew, still hangs on the wall above where Grace's bed used to be. "Your silence will not protect you." The Audre Lorde quote is stenciled in cursive on the wall over the windows. If not for those, I wouldn't know I was in Grace's room. "Meet Destiny's Child," Zoe says, sliding over to the dresser and picking up the catcher's mitt-sized robot. "Destiny's Child?" I say, smiling. "The 8th graders let you name it?" "The 8th graders loved my name for our mission model. I told them it was our destiny to win the competition and that this was our child. They thought it was brilliant. Did you tell them how much you love Destiny's Child? I'm still smiling. And that you know the words to every song ever performed by Michelle, Kelly, and Beyonce? Zoe double dimples again. Well, you know that, and I know that, but they don't need to know that. Can I hold it, I ask? Sure, she hands it to me. Wow, it's heavier than I thought it would be. I see robots like this all the time at school, but I've never held one or looked at one closely. It's all different colors, gray, white, yellow, red, and has 4 wheels, 2 smaller turntable ones in the front and 2 bigger ones in the back. Between the wheels is a row of ports with wires connected to all different parts. Zoe, this is amazing, I say. Your team's definitely going to win. How can you say that, she says. You haven't seen the other mission models. I don't need to. Destiny's Child has to be the best. Silas, you do realize you have no idea what you're talking about, right? How is it powered? She reaches over and tilts it up. Battery pack. What's this? I point to a circle on the underside. A color sensor. It sends down a beam and then reads the information. So when DC's driving along, DC, Destiny's Child, DC, she says. So when DC's driving along, a black line tells it to do something, and a red line will tell it to do something else. Watch. A minute later, Destiny's Child is following a black line on the field. When it reaches a structure that resembles a silo, it pushes a lever and the top pops up. Then DC rotates around and follows a red line over to a small cylinder. It picks up the cylinder, brings it over to a large canister, and drops it in. This is so awesome, I say. So the goal is to have DC perform as many missions as possible in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's how you earn points. The more difficult the mission, the more points you earn. DC has to win. She powers it off and picks it up. This is the brain, she says, waving her hand over the block section in the middle. All the programs go in here. The programs you write, I say? The programs I write. She puts DC back on the dresser and then turns to me. She stares but doesn't say anything. What? I say. She's still staring. What? I think you should tell Grace, she says. I stare back. I'm serious, she says. You should. I thought we weren't going to talk about this anymore. I know, but Zoe, I heard you the other day. I'm not saying you need to today or tomorrow, but maybe when she's done with Bye Bye Birdie you can. I heard you, I say. I'm the only one who knows Silas, she says. It's so weird for me. Weird for you? I clench my fists. This isn't about you. Suddenly, it's silent, and I'm staring at Zoe again, and she's staring back at me again. There's no longer any doubt about the weirdness between us. Not that there was any doubt, but now I know beyond a reasonable one that Zoe feels it too. I look down and run my hand along the edge of the border wall of the field mat. So my mom's taking Haley and me to Bye Bye Birdie opening night. I say softly, breaking the silence. We're going to dinner before. You should come with us. I should, Zoe says. Dolores was supposed to take me, but she's shooting a wedding on Friday, so we're going Saturday, after the first day of robotics. Everything's next weekend, I say. Bye Bye Birdie opens, you have the competition, and I have a triple header. If I didn't have games on Saturday, I'd definitely be at your competition. No, you wouldn't, Zoe says, smiling, but she's not smiling like she usually does. Yeah, you're right. I try to smile too. No, I wouldn't.